Day 25. You can own 100 doors and still be poor. And you can own zero and never worry a day in your life. Why? Because the unshakable investor doesn't just stack properties, they invest in people, futures, generations. That's the lever most folks never pull. Here's the principle: real estate is a vehicle, people are the engine. It's not properties versus people, it's sequence and priority. If you only pour capital into buildings, you'll get returns. Sure, but when you pour wisdom, time, and belief into humans, the returns compound in ways no spreadsheet can hold. Your heart follows your treasure. If your treasure sits only in things, your heart gets stuck in things. Put treasure in people, your heart goes with them. And that changes how you build, how you lead, how long this lasts. Let me ground this. Phoenix, 2018. I had a fourplex mid-rehab, tight timeline, lender inspection in 30 days, holding costs at $480 a day, bleeding me out. We were behind. My plan was simple: push crews harder, sleep less, grind through. And then there's Jaden, 21. Good hands, no framework. He kept shadowing me, asking real questions. The decision point came on a Wednesday night. I'm staring at a punch list and a calendar that hated me. Do I burn another 12 hours on tile and trim, or do I stop, teach him how to scope, schedule, and communicate like a project lead, even if it costs me tonight? Stakes were real. If we missed inspection, I'd eat a rate bump plus another week of hold, about $4,000. I chose the slower path, counterintuitive, and invested 5 Wednesday nights. Whiteboard in the garage, $600 of my money for tools and software. We built a simple job tracker. I showed him takeoffs, sequencing, how to talk to subs without throwing grenades. The next week he ran the subs meeting, shaky voice, clear plan. Outcome, we shaved 9 days, saved $4,320 in holding, past inspection. That was nice. But that wasn't the win. 18 months later, Jaden's running a crew of 8. He took his cousin off a dead-end job, taught him the same framework. Last year, they managed just over $1.1 million in renovation volume. And here's the kicker. He called me on a project and caught a $23,000 change order trap before it landed. 1 hour of teaching on a Wednesday saved me $23,000 on a Friday 2 years later. That's human capital compounding. See, that's the shift. When you invest in people, you don't just improve this quarter's NOI. You create operators who multiply value when you're asleep. They create leaders. Those leaders create teams. And that ripple keeps paying out across families, neighborhoods, even when markets cool. Assets can burn. Zoning can change. Rates can climb. But the capacity you build in a person, skill, judgment, courage, that's hard to seize, hard to tax, and it appreciates across generations. So let's confront the excuses. I don't have time. You do, you're just spending it on rework you wouldn't need if someone else knew how. What if I pour into them and they leave? Better question, what if you don't and they stay? You keep paying for your own bottleneck. And what if I get burned? You will sometimes. Me too. That's not proof investment in people fails. That's tuition. Small compared to the upside. And be honest, sometimes I don't have time really means I'm scared to lead. I'm scared they'll surpass me. Good. Feel it. Then lead anyway. Here's my guarantee. If you deliberately allocate 1 hour every week for the next 90 days to build human capital, one person at a time, you will feel your workload lighten, your opportunities widen, and your peace increase. Not overnight, but by week 6, you'll see the lift. And if you don't, if you keep hoarding tasks, knowledge, and contacts, I guarantee you'll still be the ceiling on your own operation. Same fires, same fatigue this time next year. So here's the assignment. Block 1 hour on your calendar this week. Literally title it Human Capital. Pick one person on your team, in your circle, or the kid who keeps asking good questions, and teach one concrete skill you've mastered: how to estimate a job in 20 minutes, how to underwrite a small deal without getting fancy, how to lead a tense conversation without nuking trust. No pitch, no invoice, no catch, just investment. Afterward, post two things: what you taught and what you learned from teaching it, because you will learn where your thinking is fuzzy, where your process needs tightening. That reflection is part of the compounding. Start small. 1 hour, one person this week, then repeat. You'll be tempted to make it perfect. Don't make it consistent. And watch what happens when your calendar reflects what you say you value. You'll feel your heart move toward people, and quietly, steadily, your portfolio becomes more durable because the humans running it are stronger. Remember, properties are the shells, people are the power. Invest where you want your heart and your legacy to live. This is Toby Potter. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have an amazing, wonderful day.